Hello bookworms, I'm Becca. Today I have a very different video than I've ever filmed. I guess not than I've ever filmed because I've done bookshelf tours before. But today I'm going to be doing a tour of my rolling TBR cart. If you don't know, TBR stands for to be read, and I use this cart that I got from IKEA to house books that I'm working on reading, ones that I want to prioritize for the month, or just over time. I use it to house all of the materials that I use to annotate my books, and on the bottom shelf, because it has 3 different shelves, are all of the books that I am choosing to unhaul. This cart is really nice because it has 3 different shelves, and it's a nice place to just kind of organize things that overflow from my shelves in a way, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I guess we'll just go shelf by shelf. So on the top shelf are all of the books, like I said, that I'm working my way through. Also, one of the decorations on my shelves are these really pretty sunflower lights. Let me turn those on. Ta-da! I don't know if that made any difference, but I used to have lights that had cats on them, and I couldn't find a good way to get them to stick, and I ended up breaking them because I would move my shelves around all the time. So I just got these sunflower ones that kind of match the sunflowers on my bookshelves, which I adore, and I stuck them on with some command hooks, so I'm hoping that they stay. Fingers crossed. So some other things that I have on here, I have this little mug. I think I got it at Barnes & Noble. It has like young adult classic titles on it, and I use it obviously, as you can see, to house my bookmarks. So I have this set of magnetic succulent bookmarks that I think are really pretty, and I'm using one in my planner right now to group it together with the month that we're in, so they're just really handy dandy and cute. I also have a set of Hamilton bookmarks. They have all different characters on them from when I worked Hamilton. This is one of the pieces of merchandise that I bought because, hello, gotta stay on brand. Also in this mug I have these cute little bookmarks that look like sprouts. Those are super cute. You stick them in the top of the book. I think I have one. When you stick it in the top of the book, it looks like there's a little sprout coming out. So I love that. So those are really cute and I love them. And the other bookmarks I have in here, I have more magnetic ones, but they're pretty special. I think I've shown them in other videos, but I'll pull them out again. They are magnetic ones, but they are Wizard of Oz themed. So I have Dorothy, Scarecrow, and I have, oh, they're stuck together. I have the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion. So just all of the like main characters and Wizard of Oz, because I collect Wizard of Oz books and other trinkets, I guess, so those were perfect for me. So that's what I have as far as bookmarks in this little cup. The other cup that I have on here has some colorful pens in it. It's a cute little cat cup. It just has a bunch of colorful gel pens. I used to do artwork on my hardcover books, and these worked really well. Sometimes I use them to annotate my books if I'm feeling kind of fun, but mostly they're kind of just decoration now. So the books that are on this cart were not mentioned in my bookshelf tour video because I didn't talk about my TBR cart, so I'll just pull them off real quick and show them. First, I have Anger is a Gift by Mark Ashiro. This is a young adult book that I really need to read and haven't yet, but I'm trying to read it for this month's vlog. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll get to it. Then I have The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper. How It Feels to Float by Helena Fox. Obviously, I have started reading this book because I have some tabs in it and I just need to finish it. So it's living on the top of my TBR cart until I finish it, and then it will move back onto my bookshelves. Then we have A Camp by Elsie Rossin. The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. Strange Grace by Tessa Gratton. I wanted to read this last month for my Purple Books vlog, but I found some other ones that were a little bit more interesting. I still really want to read this because it seems like it's going to be an interesting story, and it's a fantasy. I don't read a lot of fantasies, so it is living on my TBR cart until I read it. Speaking of fantasies, I have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This one has been on my TBR cart the longest because I'm still trying to work my way through it. I feel like I've restarted it several times and I'm about 30 pages in. I am not a fantasy reader, but the chapter header illustrations are so pretty, and I feel like I am gonna end up liking it. So I want to keep reading it. This is probably just gonna be a lifer on my TBR cart, to be honest. Then I have the book that I showed you with the bookmark. It is Michigan vs. the Boys by Carrie S. Allen. This is a young adult book about hockey, a girl playing on the boys hockey team, to be more specific, and it is really good so far. I'm almost halfway through, and this is just another one that I need to finish. I also have Hope and Other Punchlines by Julie Buxbaum. I believe Alex sent me this book, and it was one that I had on my anticipated list last year. I am trying to read this for my vlog this month as well, hopefully, but it also just sounds really interesting, so I'll probably just keep it on my TBR cart until I work my way through it eventually. And the last book on there is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, because it is on my TBR this month, so that's why it's on my cart. So obviously, if you guys can't tell, the top shelf is the books that I put on my monthly TBR, books that I'm reading for my vlog for the month, and also kind of just like a drop spot for books that I want to read. I don't really know if I'm technically prioritizing it. I feel like a lot of people use this top shelf of their TBR cart for books that they're prioritizing, but I tend to just like pick from my shelves and read whatever, and then also read whatever from my TBR cart. So my cart is more of like an overflow because I don't have that much space on my shelves, and so if a book doesn't fit in its intended section, then sometimes it will move to my TBR cart. So the second shelf is all of the materials that I use while I'm annotating my books. It also has some book journals and some coloring books. I don't know, I just put it there. So this first item is my bag. I got it from Out of Print, I think is the name of the brand. It looks like a library card, and it houses all of my pens and tabs and highlighters that I use when I'm annotating my books. I think I did a video on how I annotate my books, but I could do like an updated one because I'm sure that I don't do it the same way anymore. So if you're interested in seeing an updated of how I annotate my books, because yes, I write in all of my books. So if you want to see what I'm writing about and how I'm taking notes and stuff, let me know in the comments and I will do that video. Also on here, I got this new pen caddy and it spins. I don't know if I can make it spin. Ooh, fancy. It's just got a bunch of different colored pens, really for any occasion. So it's living on my TBR cart right now. In the back, you can't really see it, but it is the old planner that I was using. I got a new one that I feel like I'll be able to use in many aspects of my life, not just in reading. And I feel like I was using this planner like just for YouTube and my channel and everything. So I got a new one. I also have a sketchbook on here. I have this like weird thing. It's like a travel book rest that looks like a suitcase. I've never used this in my life, and I probably never will, but I have it. And then I also have a reader journal that I don't, oh geez, I can't get it out, so I won't try. I should probably use it more. I need to start keeping a notebook or something in my annotating bag that I can take notes with while I'm reading that isn't necessarily notes on my phone, because when I try to do wrap-ups or recommendations or book reviews, it is really difficult if I cannot remember the points that I was thinking about while I was reading. So I need to be better at that. That is something I need to get. And then over here are just some adult coloring books. I don't really want to pull them off because I don't use them, but I put them there. I used to have them on my bookshelf and I took them off because they're just taking up space. The only one that really means something to me, I guess I can show you, is this Color Your Own Book of Kells. My friend Caitlin got this for me when she went to Ireland, and it's really pretty. I haven't colored any of it because it's just too pretty and I just want to keep it forever. So this is probably the only adult coloring book that has any sort of meaning to me. So I just keep it at my TBR cart on the shelf with all my like pens and fun stuff. So I feel like it makes sense. And then on my bottom shelf, I'm gonna have to zoom in to show you guys what exactly is on it. It's overflowing now, but let me zoom in real quick. Okay, so as you can see, the bottom of my TBR cart shelf is completely filled and overflowing. And these are all of the books that I'm going to be unhauling. So typically if I DNF a book, or if I just am going through my bookshelves or something and reorganizing, I pull books off that I don't see myself reading again. I didn't love it for whatever reason. Maybe the author is problematic, so I don't want to have it on my shelf anymore. Some of them I have duplicate copies, like you can see right on top of that stack on the floor. I have a copy of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. That was a copy that I got a while back and thought I lost, and then I bought a new copy. We found the old one. I had a rip in it, so I'm getting rid of it. Just things like that. Like sometimes it's duplicate copies, sometimes it's books that I just need to get out of my life because the author is really problematic and I'm not going to support them or read the books anyway. Sometimes it's books that were okay, but I'm probably not going to read them again. I have a book on haul coming up to show you guys all of the books I'm going to be unhauling, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in all of the books that are on the shelf, because I'm not going to pull them out right now. That is my TBR cart. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed my bookshelf tour, I'm sure that you enjoyed seeing some more books and things that I own. If you want to see a video on how I annotate my books, I can do another one of those videos, so let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you keep an eye out for my unhaul video so you can see all of the books that I'm going to be getting the heck out of my life. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below to see more bookish videos. That's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you next time. Bye!